Alright guys, I just wanted to show you today something that I did that was just experimenting with a few different brushes that come standard in Procreate and that you would see traditionally used in art classes, because I want this to be something that everybody can use no matter what medium you choose. So this is going to be a quick time lapse of how I laid this out as I walk you through it. So without any further ado, so when I first started out, I really didn't have a very good idea of what I wanted to do. So I just blacked out, very lightly grayed out the background, and started laying down the colors that I wanted to be able to mainly see. Next, I moved quickly on to the shadows, and it kind of defined the different colors a little bit, and accidentally tried to write art on the screen. That didn't work out too well, so let's do this again. And you can see that red in there initially. That's the movement that I was trying to get and that I was trying to blend with everything. I wanted it to come from the bottom right hand of the screen up. And it kind of took me a couple of tries to do it. I messed around with using Studio Pen to get highlights, and ultimately I found that the easiest way to get a highlight is to start from a lighter version of the color that you want to use, and then on opposite sides simultaneously darkening and lightening whatever portion you want to be standing out more, to pop just a little bit more. So I think that's about enough of the recordings here. I'll show you my brushes. Up in the top right, I was actually using just a regular studio brush, or rather an oil brush that you can see that I had up. Right there, it's standard, no modifications made to it here in Procreate. Let me switch to a Studio Pen here so I can highlight a little bit better. This top dark section up here is where I really like to use that oil at. And I really want to experiment later with maybe doing some kind of hair with that. Or whatnot, but now I am moving on to highlighting all of my dark points that I originally put in early on in the illustration, just to make sure that I knew subconsciously going throughout where I wanted to add just a little bit more dark or a little bit more color than normal. And throughout this entire painting, except for the oil brush mentioned before, I'm just using this watercolor brush right here. No special settings. I might have made it a little bit bigger, or a little bit smaller at times, and changed the opacity just to get a little bit of texture. But besides that, you're not gonna create anything really depthful as a word really that can be made. You're not going to create anything with depth with rigid lines all the time. So this is me playing around with that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this helped you maybe get a couple ideas for tinkering around, or at least looking throughout Procreate. I think this is just me showing you the general motion of things, but make sure to check out my blog and subscribe for more later. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks.